Today's segment of Creating Music for Licensing is brought to you by HowToLicenseYourMusic.com. This is Aaron Davison from HowToLicenseYourMusic.com, and in today's segment, I'm going to explain how publishing royalties work in the context of TV and film music licensing. Whenever a song is aired in a television broadcast, the song, assuming it's properly registered with a performing rights organization, generates what's known as a performance royalty. The performance royalty consists of two halves. One half is called the writer's share, and the other half is called the publisher's share. If you haven't assigned your publishing rights to a separate publisher and the song is aired on television, you would receive both halves, or in other words, 100% of the performance royalty. If, on the other hand, your song was placed through a separate publisher to whom you have given your publishing rights, you would receive half of the total performance royalty, and your publisher would receive the other half, the publisher's share. It's important to point out that music publishers who work in the music licensing industry typically only keep publishing for songs within the context of TV, films, video games, advertising, etc. In other words, within the niches that they're pitching your songs to. Additionally, when you assign your publishing rights to a music publisher working in the licensing business, you're usually only assigning them the publishing rights as they apply to the specific master recording of the song that you are entering into a publishing agreement for. This is what's called a master sync license. If your song ended up being re-recorded and released on an album, or even if it was the exact same version of the song for that matter, your TV film music publisher would not be entitled to publishing rights for this song for either radio airplay or CD sales under normal circumstances. Of course, if you signed a contract that stipulated that your publisher was entitled to these rights, then of course they would be. But this is not common practice for music publishers who specialize in TV and film placements. Hopefully this helps clear up the publishing issue a bit. For some reason, publishers seem to get a bad rap. I think this is probably related to horror stories that we've all heard about famous musicians entering into bad deals where they unknowingly signed away huge portions of their income. In my experience, though, I've actually had the most success working with publishers who already have the necessary relationships established within the industry. And at the end of the day, music publishers, just like you and I, want to get paid. For more information on how to license your music in television shows and films, visit www.howtolicenseyourmusic.com.